And what's going on, everybody? So, Resident Evil 4 came out last Friday, as of this recording. And this game is an absolute masterpiece. And I'm saying that with Dead Space Remake having come out this same year as well. This is probably one of the best games to come out this year. And it is amazing how Capcom turned a already great game into, well, this the remake for Resident Evil 4 had big shoes to fill, because not only was Resident Evil 4 already a great game that plenty of people already knew about, and I've watched walkthroughs of when I was younger, because I actually did not play any Resident Evil game, but I watched people do walkthroughs of it. And this being my first time ever playing a Resident Evil game, I can see why so many people have the original Resident Evil 4 having like a special place in their heart. This game had big shoes to fill, basically. But with that being said, the Resident Evil 4 remake fills those shoes nicely. One of the best aspects of the game is that they did not actually change and ruin some of the greatest aspects of the game. What they actually did was fine tune and enhance the lower parts of the game and the greatest parts of the game as well. The knife attacks added a new level of gameplay to this game. The updated graphics make the game look amazing and honestly horrifying. I was like, I already knew about the chainsaw people in the game, but to actually have to face off against them in the game by myself and instead of watching someone else do it added a new level of horror, especially since they took out the I'm not sure if this was a glitch or just the ability that, like, if you upgraded a weapon or bought a weapon in the original, your ammo got filled. In this game, that does not happen. In fact, you have to craft your ammo or try to find it as a pickup, and so there are some times where you might be running low on ammo, or if you were in one section I had in the game, actually just run out of ammo straight up, and you have to basically crouch and kill your enemies and try to find ammo. And that's a new level of gameplay that got added to this game, and it just made the game way better. So we've always had to like ask ourselves what actually makes like a good remake for a game. Is it just upgrading the graphics but keeping the game the same, or is it just enhancing gameplay, or is it updating the gameplay to a modern audience, or just changing everything completely? It's a question that you have to ask yourself, and I've constantly asked myself too. It's the same way that I'd be asking myself, how did EA really fuck up like Star Wars Battlefront 2? But hey, these are questions that we're always gonna have to ask and probably never get an answer for. But with that being said, Resident Evil 4 does it amazingly. They do it better than the Dead Space remake even, and that's coming from a lot because I actually absolutely adore the Dead Space remake, and I haven't even done a review on that because I've been debating if I want to do a normal standard review where I'm in front of the green screen, or if I do it as a noob review. It's probably gonna be a noob review, but just saying because there's a lot in that game that I loved and just hadn't had the time to really make the review for, but I'm going to. And Resident Evil 4, same way. I'm actually gonna do a new review of Resident Evil 4. I think that's what I'm gonna do, since I've never really played a Resident Evil game fully, and I think that most I've ever had an experience was like 10 minutes into Resident Evil 2, but I don't really count that. But with that being said, as someone who's really only watched walkthroughs of people doing it, but never playing it for myself until now, Resident Evil 4 is, to me, the perfect remake, and is really how remakes should be done. The graphics are obviously upgraded. This game looks like it belongs in 2023. It just looks that good. The gameplay has been enhanced. The game already had great gameplay. Matter of fact, it's the game that kind of set the tone for a lot of what the future Resident Evils would have with the over the shoulder look, and just a third person look as well. actually, like that's something that games nowadays do, and we have Resident Evil 4 to thank for that. And so looking at that now, I was like, okay, well, how are you gonna enhance that? How are you gonna make that better? Because like you already kind of set the standard. Are you gonna reset another standard, or like what's gonna happen? Thankfully, Resident Evil 4 does not actually try to reset an even higher standard for itself. Instead, it just says, okay, yeah, this is basically as good as it's gonna get. So let's just make it look better, make it feel better, and so it's something that just feels natural to you as a player. And when I started playing, there wasn't much of a like learning curve that came to actually playing this game. It was very simple. All right, directional pad lets me choose my guns. I hit the triangle, opens up the case where I'm allowed to choose what needs to be put in, and like how to rework everything. All right, cool. That's it. I got what I need. What I need. The gunplay, absolutely amazing. Leon feels like John Wick in this game. I know John Wick 4 just came out, and I'm literally just like just comparing it to it. I'm like, hold on a minute. Because Leon's sitting over here, he's got his normal stance when he shoots, but when the enemies get close, he's doing all the movements that you would see John Wick do in his movie. So I'm like, hold on a minute, is Leon John Wick in the Resident Evil series? So like it's just added on, and it makes it completely like something new, like a whole new experience. Like if you played the original Resident Evil 4 and you played this one, it feels the same while also feeling like a whole brand new experience. And that's that's rare. You rarely see that in the game, especially remakes. So that's why I have to really give it to Resident Evil 4. This game is the perfect remake, even better than Dead Space. And I'm actually really curious now if Capcom's going to remake like 5 and 6. That's probably like a whole different topic, but it kind of has to be thought about and asked, because like how can it even get better than this? Honestly, this game is one of the best remakes I have played, and it's a top quality game that came out this year. This is the year of remakes and sequels, and Resident Evil 4 right now has taken the cake. I don't know what we're gonna get for the rest of the year because it's just so much is coming out. But if you have not gotten this game, I recommend you to get this game. When I do my noob review of this game, I'm not sure what I'm gonna score it. Probably like a 9 or a 10, honestly. But like this is the perfect remake that we've been waiting for from just like really any studio, but Capcom, like you outdid yourself, and like you deserve a pat on the back, and you deserve to be proud of yourself for this, because this is something that I did not expect. uh, and yet I am currently doing a second playthrough of this game because the replayability of this game is there. That's like, I'm saying this right now as a Last of Us fan, but The Last of Us did not have as much replayability as Resident Evil 4 had. And then some of you might get pissed off at me for that, but it's really true. I love The Last of Us. That's one of my top 10 favorite games of all time. And that game did not have as much replayability as Resident Evil 4 does. I am currently on my second playthrough of this game, and I'm doing it live since I already have the original walkthrough already on my channel. But I plan on, after the second playthrough, I'm gonna do a third playthrough because I want to get the infinite ammo RPG that's in this game. So it's gonna probably take me a couple playthroughs. But with that being said, the fact that you have a single player game that has that takes a long time to finish and is worth finishing. This game, I think my walkthrough was like 15, 17 hours long, and we're like just based off of that, and I still want to come back, and I still want to play more, and I want to platinum this game, and just like see what else I can do, try out different methods and whatnot. It's like the game has replayability that you don't see in a lot of single player games. So like honestly, EA, you need to take a page out of the Capcom handbook, because this is how you do it. Dead Space remake was good. I would give EA that because it's rare, but EA does not do that often. So, you know, kind of follow through. You guys gonna do a remake of Dead Space 2, or even hell, you're gonna do a potential remake of Dead Space 3 or a reboot of that. Just take it from Capcom's shoes. All right, they know what they're doing. So if you haven't gotten Resident Evil 4, I recommend you to get this game. This game is the perfect remake. It hits all the check marks, all the boxes. Whether if you're just a graphical person, or the gameplay person, or the storyline person, or you just want something that's fine tuned for the modern audience, Resident Evil 4 does all of it. And I'm willing to say now at this point that to make a good remake, you have to hit all the boxes. And that's just gonna be coming out for Resident Evil 4. So hell, even like I'm gonna say that Resident Evil 4 did set a new standard when it comes to remakes. So you have to do that. But with that being said, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because I'm gonna do a noob review of Resident Evil 4. So I've never played a Resident Evil game before, and then I'm gonna be doing Resident Evil 2 and 3 as well. On top of that, since I never played them before, so make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification because you will get the notification when a new video comes out. To those of you who are subscribed to my channel and who've been watching and liking my stuff, I thank you for it. If you're new, come on and join in. I'm new, so like I'm just everything's gonna be natural, and I'm just gonna give you all the cool content for video games, talk about everything. So just come on and join the club. But other than that, that's basically it. Peace.